welcome, and thank you so much for being here. Just to make sure that if you have any props, so make sure you have those near you right now. I always like to recommend a couple blocks. They're always super handy. If you don't have blocks, you can use really thick books or anything like that, a dictionary, textbooks, anything that can help to lift you up and kind of bring the earth to you. So just having those blocks ready wherever you might need them. Another thing that I really like to use in my classes is also a blanket. If you have a blanket, you can just kind of have it folded up in a way that is kind of easy to access and unfold and use it in different ways if you need to. And you can use any blanket. I like in the yoga studios, obviously, and yoga teachers, we kind of prefer these Baja blankets. They're all pretty uniform, but using whatever that you have at home is totally fine. And then we can just have that blanket aside as well. Last thing that I'm going to recommend is if you have a cushion, a bolster like what I have back here. I'm sitting on a meditation cushion right here, but you can just use a pillow. Any sort of throw pillow is totally fine, and you can just use that to sit on. If you need to kind of lift the earth up to you, then a pillow or a bolster or anything like that is super helpful. And so again, making sure you have everything that you need so you can stay here on the mat for as long as you can. So I'll just take a moment here seated, closing the eyes, and just bringing the palms heart center. Feel the thumbs to the breastbone, and draw the awareness down to the heart. And now starting to turn that awareness to the very center of your palms. And start to rub the palms together. Rubbing the palms together. Feeling that warmth building between the palms. And then bringing the palms to the eyes. Feel the warmth of your hands. Calming the eyes. And start to feel that warmth of your palms starting to spark the fire in the mind, illuminating your light of intuition, of intelligence, of clarity. Well, then releasing the hands, gently blink the eyes open. On the next inhale, reach the arms out and up. And exhale, palms heart center. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale, arms out and up. And exhale, palms heart center. Last time. Inhale, arms out and up. And exhale, palms heart center. Let the thumbs rest the breastbone. Draw the awareness to the heart. And we'll open our practice with the sound of a single Om. Together, let's inhale. Blinking the eyes open. Roll over your knees, coming into a tabletop pose on your mat. Have the knees underneath the hips with the knees about hips distance. And then sorry about that, just had to turn off some noise that was about to happen. So just bring it again, tabletop pose. Have your knees underneath your hips with your knees about hips distance, and have your wrists underneath your shoulders with your wrists about shoulders distance. From here, just start to notice the gentle movement of your body as you breathe. Observing that subtle swaying side to side, forward and backward, up and down. We're just going to explore that movement a little further. start to kind of wag your tail. Just squeezing the right shoulder and the right hip together. Squeezing the left shoulder and the left hip together. Opening up the left and right side body. Wonderful. Then coming back to center, back to stillness. And just squeeze the shoulder blades together and then pull the shoulder blades away. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and pull the shoulder blades away. And just noticing that movement of the shoulder blades, protracting and retracting the shoulder blades, squeezing them together and pulling them away. And from here, we're just going to kind of turn this into a cat-cow pose, Chakravakasana. So on the inhale, bend the back and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Gaze up to the ceiling. Exhale, fold the back. Pull the shoulder blades away. Gaze at the navel. Inhale, back bends, chest expands. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, back folds. The chest contracts as you protract the shoulders. And now just moving through cat-cow. Feel the spine's fluidity, the movement in the body, the grounding of the hands and the shins. A few more times here. Bend the back, fold back. 2 more on your own, just following your breath. And when you finish your last round, come back into stillness in your tabletop pose. Tuck your toes and sit the hips back to the heels, coming into an active child's pose. Slide your fingertips forward, perch the fingertips, lengthen the spine. Forehead is on the floor, hips are reaching back, kick through the heels. Good. On the inhale, pull forward, cobra. Slide the heart up, push the hips down to the floor. Use the strength of your spine to lift your heart. Push the tops of the feet to the floor. Feel the back working. 1 more breath. And exhale, release. Inhale, tabletop pose. Tuck the toes. Exhale, active child's pose. We're going to flow through that. Inhale, cobra. Slide the heart up. Exhale, release. Tabletop pose. Tuck the toes. Active child's pose. Slide forward, cobra. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, tabletop, tuck the toes, and exhale, child's pose. Last time. Inhale, cobra, bhujangasana. Exhale, release the forehead. Inhale to your tabletop pose, tuck the toes. Exhale, active child's pose. Now start to press down to the palms and inhale, lift up to your knees and reach the arms high. Exhale, sit the hips down, back to hands and knees. Tuck the toes, downward dog. Good. In your downward dog, take some movement here. Walk your dog a little bit. Kind of like how my little buddy's walking around, you might see him. And when you're ready, settling into stillness in your downward dog. Root down through both hands, both feet. Particularly feel your thumbs and your index finger knuckles pressing down into the earth. Feel your big toe mounds and pinky toe mounds making a firm connection as you sink the heels down. It's okay to have the knees bent. The heels touching the mat isn't necessary. Let's feel the stretching of the backside body. Lightly suck in the belly. Lift the hips high. Good. On your next inhale, sweep that right leg up. Bend the knee and make some big circles with that right knee. Good. And then switch directions. Roll it out the other way. Beautiful. Now sweep that right knee high. Scorpion dog. Looks like my little buddy wants to play. You might have seen a ball roll into the screen. Lifting that right knee up. Feel your right hip lifting on top of your left hip. 1 more breath here. Good. Inhale back to three-legged dog. Straighten that right leg. And exhale, set the foot underneath your belly button. Little half step forward. Inhale that right or the left leg high. Good. And exhale, step that foot between the hands. Inhale, standing split. Let this be easy for this first round. Lifting that right leg up to the ceiling. On your next inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold in. Sweep that right heel up as high as you can. One more breath here. On your next exhale, step that right leg back. And inhale, three-legged dog. Sweep the left leg high. Good. Now bend that left knee and make some big circles with your left knee. Wonderful. Rolling out the left hip. And then switch directions. Roll it out the other way. Beautiful. Now sweep that left knee up to the ceiling, scorpion dog. Opening up your hips. Opening the left hip on top of the right. Be mindful that the left side of the chest spike stays facing the earth as you lift the left knee up to the ceiling. One more breath here. On an inhale, back to your three-legged dog, straighten the leg, and exhale again, that half step just underneath the belly button. Inhale, right leg extends high, and exhale, step the foot between the hands. Inhale, standing split, sweep that left leg up. Now again, let it be easy with an inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, and exhale, fold down. Lift that left leg a little higher, one more breath. And on your next exhale, let the left foot step back. And inhale, sweep that right leg high. Exhale, release, downward dog. Good, big inhale. Open the mouth, exhale. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. And inhale, separate hop to the front of your mat to a halfway lift. Exhale to a fold. Inhale, arms out and up. And exhale, palms heart center. Again, take a moment, land and notice. Good. Feel the heart beating behind the thumbs. Feel the breath breathing throughout the entire body. On your next inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, hands behind you. Interlace the fingers. Lift the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Forward fold, dive forward. You can bend the knees, extend the knuckles toward me. Inhale, release, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to your plank pose, and lower to an active child's pose. Inhale to cobra, slide the heart up. Exhale, release. Inhale to tabletop pose, and exhale, active child's pose. Inhale, arms high, little back bend here, and exhale, plant the palms, downward dog. Good. Inhale, right leg high, again, bend the right knee, scorpion dog, lifting that right knee high. Imagine that you're trying to kick your left butt with your right heel. One more breath here. Inhale, back to three-legged dog, and exhale, this time step the foot between the hands. Good. Inhale, arms up. High lunge, and exhale, cactus the arms. Let's do that 2 more times. High lunge, cactus the arms. One more. Good. Inhale, arms high, and exhale, straighten that right leg and dive forward. Standing Hanuman. So now we're going to kick through that right heel and pull the right hip back. It's okay if that left heel is lifted off of the mat. Squeezing the inner thighs together. One more breath here. Good. On your next inhale, shift your weight forward. Sweep that left leg high. Standing split. Exhale, dive in a little further. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, fold in a little deeper. Good. One more breath here. And now exhale, step that left leg back. Inhale, three-legged dog. Right leg sweeps high. And exhale, let it go. Good. Inhale, left leg high. And bend the knee, scorpion dog. Feel your right hip crease lifting up to the ceiling. As though you're also trying to let your glute muscle meet your heel. Good. One more breath here. Inhale, straighten the leg. And exhale, step the foot between the hands. Inhale to your high lunge. Arms high, adjust your feet as you need to. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, cactus. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. One more time. Good. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, standing Hanuman. Again, dive forward. Here's a good place to use the blocks as well. Again, it's okay if that right heel is lifted. Kick your left heel forward. Curl your toes towards your face. Pull the left hip crease back and slide your right hip forward. And one more breath here. On your next inhale, shift your weight into your left leg. Standing split. Sweep that right leg high. And on the exhale, reach the crown of the head a little lower. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, crown of the head extends down. One more breath. On your next exhale, step that right leg back. And inhale, three-legged dog. Left leg sweeps high. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. And inhale to the front of your mat, halfway lift. Exhale to a fold. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, palms heart center. Again, take a moment and just notice how that feels. Good. Inhale, reach up and grow tall. And exhale, fold in. Halfway lift. Plant the palms. This time, step the left leg back and sweep the right arm high. Twist the spine. One more breath here. Exhale, release, step back to plank pose, and lower the knees to the floor. Active child's pose. Inhale to cobra, slide the heart up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, tabletop or directly to plank pose. Exhale, active child's pose. Inhale, arms up, little back bend, camel variation. Exhale, release the hands, downward dog. Good. With an inhale, that right leg sweeps up. Bend the knee, and if you'd like, slowly, with control, flip your dog. Lowering that right foot close to the body, lift the heart. Press down through the big toe mounds. Good. One more breath here. If you're flipped on an inhale, unflip, and come back to three-legged dog. Exhale, foot between the hands. Inhale to a high lunge. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, arms high. And exhale, cactus. Arms up. Cactus the arms. Beautiful, arms high. And now this time, open up to the right. Inhale, back to center. Keep the legs just as they are. Exhale, twist open to the left. Good. 2 more times on each side. Good. Last time. Good. Inhale back to center. Exhale, standing Hanuman. Or variation B. Kick your foot towards your face and extend your heel forward. Beautiful. Squeezing our thighs together. One more breath. On your next inhale, reach forward into your standing split. Sweep that left leg high. Exhale, tap the back of your right calf with your left knee. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, tap in, Kundalini squat. One more time. Good. Inhale, leg extends up. And exhale, step that foot back. Plant the palms, three-legged dog. Right leg extends up. And exhale, let it go. Big inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, left leg high. Bend the knees, scorpion dog. And again, if you'd like, with control, slowly flip the dog. Lift the heart, wild thing. Press down through the big toe mounds. One more breath here. If you're flipped, slowly inhale, unflip, and come back to three-legged dog. Exhale, foot between the hands. Arms up, high lunge. Good. Find your footing here. On your next exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, cactus the arms. One more breath. Inhale, arms up. And now exhale, open up to your left twist. Inhale, back to center. And exhale to the right. Keep going, 2 more times on each side. Press down to the big toe mound, squeeze your inner thighs together. Use the strength of your glutes, the strength of the thighs and the feet to stay stable. Good. Next time arms are up, exhale, Hanumanasana B. Kick your heel forward, curl your toes towards your face. Squeeze the inner thighs together and feel the left hip crease drawing back. And slide the right hip forward. And one more breath here. On your next inhale, shift your weight forward, standing split. Sweep that right leg high. Exhale, dive down a little further. Inhale, right leg high. And now exhale, tap the left calf with your right knee. Kundalini squat. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, tap. Sweep it up. Tap. One more time. Good. Inhale, leg high. And exhale, step it back. 3-legged dog, left leg extends up. And exhale, let it go. Big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, knees bend. Inhale, make your way to the front of your mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Arms out and up. Palms heart center. And take a moment and notice. Building on, inhale, arms high. Hands behind you, interlace the fingers. Squeeze the palms together, open the chest. And fold in, reach the knuckles toward the front of your room. On the inhale, release the hands, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step the right leg back, and sweep the left arm high. On an exhale, release the hand, step back to plank pose, and lower down to that active child's pose. Toes are tucked. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, hands and knees, or tabletop, or plank. And then back to that active child's pose. Inhale, arms high, a little back bend here. And exhale, release the hands. Downward dog. Adjust as you need to. Beautiful. Inhale, right leg high. 3-legged dog. And now exhale, big movement. Cross over and tap your left tricep. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, tap. One more time. And now hold it here. Straighten that right leg. Fall in triangle. Sweep the left arm high. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Kick through that right heel. One more breath. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, back to your 3-legged dog. Exhale, foot between the hands. High lunge, arms high. Take a moment here and adjust your footing as you need to. Squeeze your thighs together. Good, now the feet are going to stay just as they are. On your next exhale, open up to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Back to center. Open to the right. Back to center. Open to the left. Now here, stay here. Identify your left hand. Bring the left hand to the left thigh or calf, wherever feels best. Sweep the right arm high. Lift the heart. Keep squeezing the inner thighs together. Lift the chest. Kick through the left heel. Lunge through the right knee. Good. Inhale, arms high. And now exhale, twist open to the right. Again, stay here. Identify that right hand crosses to the left thigh or calf. Sweep the left arm high. Again, keep squeezing the inner thighs together. Lift the chest. One more breath. And with an inhale, arms high. And exhale, standing Hanuman. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Good. Resting here. Coming back to breath. Now I've been working on these inner thigh stretches and working on some hip mobility. So if you'd like to explore Hanuman a little deeper, if you'd like to explore a full Hanuman, then again, hands are going to frame that right foot. You're going to start to reach your hips between your hands as much as you can, and then gently start to lower the hips down just as much as you can. So maybe they lower all the way, maybe not. You might notice that each half of the body is a little different. And here's a great place for blankets, for blocks, or anything that you need for a little support. Good. Gently squeeze your inner thighs together, pull the right hip crease back a little bit, send the left hip forward. Good. Now if you're in your full Hanuman, start to squeeze your inner thighs together, tuck those left toes, and bring that right heel back to your standing Hanuman. We're all going to meet back here. Plant through the palms, and on your next inhale, sweep that right leg high. Three-legged dog. Bend the knee and make some big circles with that knee. Switching directions. Good. Three-legged dog on that right leg. And now pigeon pose. Slide that right knee to the right wrist. Slide the left leg back. Staying lifted here. Inhale, arms high. And exhale, dive forward. Two more times. Arms sweep up. Exhale, dive forward, reach the arms back. One more. Good. And here, stay folded. You can release the arms alongside your body, or you can extend them forward. Gently squeeze the inner thighs together. And as you squeeze your inner thighs together, when you're ready, soften them down. Good. Hips are heavy. Forehead can rest on the floor or on the mat. Good. A few more breaths here. On your next inhale, slowly lift back to your hands. And now from here, shift some weight forward. Tuck your left toes and lift your left knee. Kick through the heel. We're going to prepare to step back into chaturanga, our first chaturanga of class. On your next exhale, step that right leg back and bend the knees. Inhale, up dog. Pull the heart forward. Exhale, down dog. Good. Big inhale. Exhale. Let's do that 2 more times. One more. Good. Inhale, left leg high. Bend the knee, scorpion dog. Lift that left knee high. And now again, big movement. Exhale, rock forward, tap the right tricep. Inhale, sweep that knee high, scorpion dog. Exhale, cross over and tap the right tricep. Inhale, scorpion dog. And exhale, tap the right tricep. Again, hold it here. Straighten that left leg. Sweep the right arm high. Kick through the heel. Feel the sole of your right foot flat to the floor. Try to lift the right side or the left side of your belly away from the floor. One more breath. Exhale, release the hand and inhale back to three-legged dog. Exhale, footsteps between the hands. Inhale to your high lunge. You can take a moment, adjust as you need to, adjust your feet. Arms up, squeeze the inner thighs together. Good. We're going to take that same movement here. In the exhale, open up to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, open to the right. Inhale to center. 2 more times. Last one. And here, stay opening to the right. Right hand to the right thigh or calf.
Sweep the left arm up. Keep squeezing the inner thighs together. Pull the left hip crease back and send the right hip forward. Good. One more breath. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, twist open to the left. Left hand to the right calf or thigh. Sweep the right arm high. Good. One more breath here. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, Hanumanasana B, standing Hanuman. Curl the left toes toward your face as you kick the heel forward. Good. Squeeze the inner thighs together, coming back to the breath. So know that you are welcome to stay here, and if you want to explore your Hanuman on this side, then you'll, again, hands are framing that left foot. Start to slide your hips forward between your hands, kicking that left heel forward, and then slowly lower the hips. Again, you might notice more or less mobility on this side, more or less flexibility, intensity, just meeting yourself where you're at. Keep pulling the right hip forward and sending the left hip back. Good. One more breath here. Beautiful. If you're in your full Hanuman, start to squeeze your inner thighs together. Tuck your right toes, lift the knee, and slide that left heel back, coming back into your standing Hanuman. Beautiful. On your next inhale, sweep that left leg high, three-legged dog. And exhale, pigeon pose. Slide that left knee to the left wrist. Slide the right foot back. Make sure that your left foot is to the right side of your mat. Maybe you feel your heel touching your right hip point. Beautiful. Staying here lifted for a moment. Let the hips settle. Good. Now we'll take some movement. Inhale, arms high. And exhale, fold and extend the arms back. 2 more times. Lift up. Fold in. 1 more. Good. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, slowly release. Stay folded. You can extend your arms back. You can lower the forehead to the floor again, finding what feels best for you. Gently squeezing the inner thighs together just a little bit, and then letting them soften. You can do that as many times as you'd like. Gently helping to bring that left hip a little heavier to the earth, bringing the right hip point a little heavier to the earth. A few more breaths here. Coming back to the flow of inhale and exhale. Notice how the space in front of you turns to the inhale and how the exhale turns to the space in front of you. Now, on your next inhale, slowly start to lift back to your hands. And we're going to take that same transition through chaturanga. So shift some weight forward. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee, start to kick through that right heel. And on your next exhale, simultaneously step that left leg back and bend the knees, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, pull the heart forward. Exhale, down dog. Good, big inhale. Exhale, 2 more times. Last one. Good. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. And inhale, make your way to the front of your mat, halfway lift. Fold forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, palms heart center. And take a moment, land here, and just observe. Feel the heart beating behind the thumbs. And feel the breath breathing throughout the body. On your next inhale, reach the arms high, and exhale, chair pose. Now, if the feet are together, the knees are together. If the feet are apart, the knees are apart. So finding what feels best for you, either feet and knees apart or feet and knees together. But shift the weight back into the hips. Gaze down at your toes. Check if you can see your feet. And if you can't, send more weight back. Shifting the weight into the heels. Reach the arms forward. Long spine. Strong belly. Good. Beautiful. Now staying here on your next exhale, open up to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Good. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Now stay here. Start to push your hips back. Reach the arms forward. And when you're ready, twist. Palms together in prayer. Hook that left knee over, or the left elbow over the right knee. Bend the knees deeply. Spiral the heart open. Deep twist here. Good. You can stay here working on the twist. You can split the palms open if you'd like. Or if you'd like, lift the heels, sink the hips, and working on our side crow. So side crow, you have a couple of ways of going about side crow. So with the palms together in prayer, bring the hands to the earth. Either you're going to come into a more traditional practice of side crow where only the left elbow and the right knee are making connection, or you can go into an assisted position where both elbows are touching that right leg. But wherever you are, gaze in the direction of your knees and your feet. Keep the gaze up. Start to shift your weight into your hands. Just exploring what that feels like. And using your right foot to kind of scoop your left foot up. When you're ready, if you feel good, bring the weight all the way and float the feet up. Good. And you can try that a few times, seeing what it's like to just kind of do it seamlessly. Beautiful. When you've had enough of side crow, bring the palms back together in prayer. We'll all meet back in that twisted chair. If you're low in that low twisted chair where we are, sink the heels and lift the hips. Good. Inhale, untwist. And exhale, fold. Halfway lift. And fold in. Let's open the feet about inner hips distance if they're not already. Grab your big toes with your peace sign fingers. With an inhale, halfway lift. And fold in. Good. Padangustasana. Big toe pose. Forward fold. Feel the crown of the head lowering down. Lift the hip creases up to the ceiling. Feel the hip creases deepening. Gently suck in the belly. And it's okay to have a bend in the knees. A few more breaths here. And your next inhale, release. Halfway lift. And exhale, fold in again. Feet together, knees together. Feet apart, knees apart. Inhale, chair pose. Bend the knees. Reach the arms high. Again, check your feet. See if you can see the toes. If you can't, shift a little more weight back. Sink the hips down. Long spine. We're going to take that same movement. On the exhale, open up to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, open to the right. Inhale to center. 2 more times on each side. Last time on each side. Inhale back to center. And exhale, open to the left. Stay here. Expand, expand. Sit the hips back. Lengthen in opposite directions. And when you're ready, twist. Chair twist. Try to lift your belly away from your thighs. Sit the hips back. Eventually the heart will come above the hips. Good. You can stay here. You can work on splitting the palms open, or we can come into that low twisted chair seat, working on our side crow. So again, using what feels best for you. Either trying for the traditional, more traditional practice, or doing the assisted one with both elbows at the thigh. Releasing the hands. Spiral the heart. Good. And then when you're ready, try shifting some weight. See how that feels. Gaze in the position, in the direction of your knees and your feet. And keep the gaze up. And whenever you're ready, see if you can try floating up, floating the feet high. Good. And maybe try playing around, see how quickly you can come into it. When you've had enough of side crow, coming back into that low twisted chair. On the exhale, sink the heels and lift the hips. And inhale, we all untwist. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Fold in. Now open up the feet about inner hips distance. Good. Now this time, Padahastasana, so hand to feet. Notice how my hands are going to slide all the way underneath my feet. Toes and heels, our toes and wrists are connected. So bend your knees as much as you need to make that toe to wrist connection. Maybe wiggle your toes into your wrists a little bit. It's a nice massage for the wrists. When you're ready, keeping this connection, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Again, feel the hip creases lifting up to the ceiling. And allow the crown of the head to lower to the floor. Bend your elbows. Use the strength of the other upper body to help reach the crown of the head to the floor. A couple more breaths here. On your next inhale, slowly release. Halfway lift. And exhale, fold in. Inhale, chair pose. And now we're going to take a slow ride down chair. So again, feet together, knees together, feet apart, knees apart. Slowly lower, 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 coming with control. And shifting into boat pose. So we can start off with the feet on the ground if you'd like to. From here, reach the heart forward, come to your tiptoes. Feel the sit bones and the tailbone connected to the earth. From here, lift the feet, point your toes forward, or point the ball mounds of your feet forward, whatever helps you feel balanced. Reach the heart forward. You can hold the backs of your knees to help with stability. Good. Now we're going to extend the arms forward, just floating on the sit bones and tailbones. Keep the heart reaching forward toward the big toes. We're going to take some movement here. Inhale, right arm and left leg extend up. Exhale, release. Inhale, left arm and right leg. Exhale, release. Inhale, both arms and both legs. Exhale to a low boat. Hold it here. Keep the shoulders and the feet hovering. Reach your heart toward your toes. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, cross the legs and rest. Give yourself a big hug. And now we'll take a second round. So coming into that boat pose, Navasana. Extend the arms forward, balancing on the hips. Inhale, right leg and left arm. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, left leg and right arm. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, both arms, both legs. Exhale, low boat. Hey, Casey. One more breath here. Oh boy, here we go. And exhale, cross the legs and rest. Good, so making sure you don't have any puppies in the way. Go on, Casey. Start to roll back and just rock and roll along the length of your spine. And finding some momentum to eventually rock yourself back, coming into our plow pose. So from plow pose, if the feet can come to the floor, let the feet rest. Keep your gaze, very important here, keep your gaze at your belly button and try, I know that it's going to be hard to see, but make sure that you're just listening to what I'm saying and don't turn your neck, as that can strain the muscles in your neck. So just gazing at the belly button, keep the neck stationary. If you feel like you need to adjust your shoulders and your arms, then gently shift your weight right and left so you can squeeze the shoulder blades and the elbows a little closer together and reposition your hands on your low back so you feel good and supported here. Good. Shoulder stand. Sarvangasana. And starting to let the breath slow down. You can stay here in Sarvangasana, or pardon me, in plow pose as long as you'd like to. This is Halasana. If at any point plow pose starts to feel uncomfortable, then you can release your hands to the earth and slowly lower your hips back to the floor, but keep the legs extended up to the ceiling. This is called Viparita Karani, or regenerative pose. So you have this as an option whenever you're ready, but if you're following along with me, we're going to come back into Halasana, returning to that plow pose posture. Good. From plow pose, you can stay in plow pose or start to extend both legs up to the ceiling, coming into shoulder stand. Same thing here. Keep the gaze at your belly button or at your toes. Don't turn the neck right or left. And if you need to adjust, gently shift a little weight right and left so you can squeeze the shoulder blades and the elbows closer together and reposition your hands on your low back. Push the soles of the feet toward the back of your mat and push your hips to the front of the mat. Feel your hips coming above your shoulders. Feel your feet above your hips. Beautiful. And now if you'd like to take some movement, on your next exhale, bend your left knee down and tap your forehead. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, bend the right knee, tap the forehead. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, left knee. And if you like, you can even straighten that left leg. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, right knee, and same thing here. You can extend the right leg. Exhale, back to center. One more time. Good. Exhale, bend both knees. Release the hands to the floor. Returning into our plow pose, Halasana. And if you would like to go a little deeper here, you're welcome to do what's called Deaf Yogi pose or ear pressure pose. Bending your knees into your ears and lowering your shins to the floor. You also have an option to grab your feet with your hands or to wrap your arms around your thighs. Good. Good. Moving out of your ear pressure pose, coming back into plow pose. We're going to slowly lower our back. So hands are on the earth. Gently start to unfurl the spine, bone by bone, using core control to slowly and gently lower down. Again, coming into our regenerative pose. So keep the feet lifted up to the ceiling. Viparita Karini. Letting the body rest. Good. Very slowly start to bend the knees and lower the feet to the floor. Taking a moment here in constructive rest pose. Adjust the hips and shoulders as you need. Adjust the body. Knees bent, feet are on the floor. And just observe. Now flip the palms down to the earth and frame your sacrum with your hands. Straighten the legs and inhale, lift the chest. Fish pose. One more breath here. And exhale, slowly release. Release the hands, release the spine to the floor, and just take a moment here in Shavasana and observe. Noticing what has changed, what has shifted. Noticing what is changeless, what's constant. Now from here, bend the knees, feet are flat on the floor, preparing for bridge pose. Adjust the hips as necessary, reaching the fingers toward the heels. And it's not necessary for the fingers to touch the heels at all. Just coming into a space that feels best for you. But make sure your feet feel like they're underneath your knees. Your heels are under your knees. Press down through your palms. And on your next inhale, lift your tailbone and peel the spine off the floor. Gently squeeze the shoulder blades together. You can interlace your hands underneath you and press your forearms down into the floor as you lift the chest, lift the hips, reach the crown of the head toward the front of your mat, and reach your knees to the back of your mat. Good. One more breath here. And on an exhale, slowly release. Untuck the shoulders, lower the hips down to the floor. And just take a moment to rest. You can gently tumble the knees just a little bit side to side. And we're going to take 2 more rounds of either bridge, or if you'd like, you can move into full wheel. For this second round, I'll demonstrate full wheel. So for full wheel, you're going to bend your elbows up to the ceiling so that you're framing your head with your hands. Fingers are pointing toward the shoulders. Press down through the feet, press down through your hands. And on the inhale, lift up. Lift the hips, lift the chest. Straighten the arms. Good. Press down through the big toe mounds. A couple more breaths. One more. On your next exhale, slowly release. Lowering down chin to chest as you lower down from your wheel pose. Chakrasana, also called Dhanurasana, upward bow. Again, rest. Notice how everything feels. And now we'll take our final round of either bridge or wheel pose, so yogi's choice. But preparing for where you want to be. When you're ready on an inhale, lift the hips. If you'd like, if you're in bridge pose, you can always bend your elbows and bring your hands to your hips if you have the mobility. Bringing the shoulders back to the earth. trying to press your upper arms to the earth as you lift the hips. Good. From here, you can even lift the legs and lower. Good. One more breath here. And on your exhale, slowly release. Take a moment, tumble the knees a little bit right and left very gently. Coming back to center, straighten your legs. On your next inhale, bend your left knee up to your chest. Interlace your fingers around that left knee, just below, at the very top of your shin. And start to pull that left knee up and over towards your left armpit. This is called apanasana, wind removing pose. Press both of your shoulders down to the earth. Press the hips and the back of the head to the earth, lengthening the entire backside body. Keeping the right side body anchored as you pull that left knee up. Good. Now bring that left knee to the center of the chest. On an inhale, lift the head, and now exhale, try to reach your chin towards your knee as you reach your knee to the chin. One more breath. And exhale, soften. Coming to half happy baby. Grab the outside of your left foot with your left hand. Flex your foot up to the ceiling and pull your left knee down to the floor. Take your right hand and push your right hip down to the earth, anchoring your right hip with your right hand. Good. Lightly kick through your right heel as you pull that left knee down. Feel the stretching on the groin muscles. One more breath. And now coming into a spinal twist. Take your right hand to your left knee and let your left arm open to a T or to a cactus. Slowly twist all the way to your right. You can adjust your hips as you need to as you twist. Let your left foot rest on top of your right knee. And maybe tuck your toes behind your kneecap, kind of like flamingo legs, as one of my teachers lovingly called it. Observing the breath. Coming back to that steady, calm rhythm of inhale and exhale. Couple more breaths here. Beautiful. On the next inhale, slowly untwist. Adjust the hips. Let that left leg straighten. Take a moment in your shavasana. Just observe. And then switching sides. Bend that right knee up. Interlace your fingers. Apanasana, Ardha Apanasana, half wind removing. Start to pull that right knee up and over to your right underarm. Keep the hands interlaced around your shin the entire time. Chin slightly tucked to chest. Good. As you pull that right knee up and over to the right underarm, keep the left side of the body nice and grounded. The left shoulder blade, the left side of the chest, the left hip, the left foot. Now, gliding that right knee to the center of the chest. With an inhale, lift the head. And exhale, start to hook your knee and shin, or your knee and your chin together. Maybe they touch. One more breath. And on an exhale, slowly release. Now half child's pose, Ardha Ananda Balasana. Grab the outside of the right foot, half happy baby. Pull that right knee down to the earth. Flex the right foot up to the ceiling. Keep a little flex in your left foot as well. Left hand presses firmly to the left hip, keeping that left hip grounded as you draw the right knee to the earth. And one more breath here. Beautiful. And now coming into our spinal twist, take that left hand to your right knee and let your right arm open up to a T or to cactus arms. Twist all the way to the left. Good. That right foot can rest on top of your left knee and maybe tuck it behind, coming into those flamingo legs. We'll take a few breaths here. And coming back to the calm, steady rhythm of inhale and exhale. Very gently start to untwist with an inhale. Adjust the hips. Let the legs straighten. Take a moment in Shavasana and just observe. On your next inhale, bend both knees into your chest. Purna Appanasana, full wind removing. Wrap your arms around your shin. Keep the legs uncrossed. Squeeze the thighs and the shins together. Try to grab for alternate elbows if you can, and bring the head back to the floor. Relax the feet. Lengthen the spine flat to the earth. Start to pull both of your knees up to your collarbones. And start to guide your tailbone and sit bones back down to the floor. Feel your hip creases deepening. Beautiful. Pulling the knees up to the collarbone, grounding the tailbone and sit bones into the earth. A lot of compression for the front of the body. Again, called Purna Appanasana, full wind removing pose. Now keeping this bind around your knees. On an inhale, lift your head, and exhale, reach the chin toward your knees and reach your knees down to your throat. One more breath. And on the exhale, let it go. Grab the outsides of the feet. Happy baby, full happy baby. And flexing the feet up to the ceiling. You can sway a little bit right and left if that feels good. Nice massage for the low back. And if you're swaying, coming back to stillness, draw the knees down to the floor. Flex the feet up to the ceiling. Draw the tailbone and sit bones down to the floor. Feel the entire back of the body pressing firmly against the earth. Now from here, bringing the soles of the feet together, a variation on bound angle. Interlace your hands around the feet, open your knees. Feel the arms stretching, press the back of the body firm to the earth. Good, opening up the hip space. One more breath here. And now releasing the feet on the exhale. Coming into reclined bound angle. So bring the soles of the feet together on the floor and let your knees open up into a diamond shape. Organize and readjust the body as you need, letting the body get settled down. If you'd like, the arms can rest alongside the body. Palms can face up or down. Or you can take your right hand and rest it on your belly button, and take your left hand and rest it on top of your breastbone. Just feeling the heart beating into your hands. Feel the breath breathing throughout the entire body, connecting to your vital life force, your prana. Stay here as long as it feels good. And if there's any final movements or postures that you'd like to take to feel full in your practice, please, by all means, take those movements. And if you're ready to settle into your final posture, Shavasana, Shavasana is ready for you. Gently bring the knees back together, let your legs straighten, release the arms. Take up as much space as you'd like to. Give yourself permission to spread out, to be vast and expansive, just like the ocean. And as you settle into your Shavasana, let go of any and all efforts. Let go of any techniques. And give yourself full and complete permission to surrender, receiving the support of the earth below you and the grounding influence of gravity above you. Releasing the efforts of the body, releasing the movement of the mind, allowing yourself to settle into that space of pure awareness. That space where nothing exists, yet everything is possible. Let yourself rest. In that awe-inspiring space of stillness. Slowly invite awareness back into the body. Reconnecting to the outside world. Reconnecting to the physical self. Hear the sounds of the world around you. Hear the sounds coming from within you. Invite gentle movement. Notice the temperature of the room and the textures on the skin. Slowly and gently blink open the eyes and just take in what you see. Swallow a few times, feel the watery sensation in the mouth and any flavors on the tongue. Deepen the breath and smell the aromas of the world around you. And if it feels good, you can stretch out like you just woke up. And whenever you're ready, rolling to either left or right side, just take a moment there in a fetal posture. And just taking a moment in that safe and humble shape before lifting yourself up to a seat at the front of your mat and drawing the palms heart center with the awareness at the heart. And holding the awareness at the heart. If you are familiar with this mantra, then please join me in chanting. We'll all start together with Om. Deep inhale. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Tat Sat. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. And may you in some way contribute to the happiness and the freedom of all. Thank you for joining me in practice and for giving me the opportunity to share my practice with you. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Take care and I'll see you again soon.